We should be cooking now. Should be cooking. I believe so. Let's just see if this is... Start sending us your recording. I think that should be working. I think so. Yeah. Sweet. Nice. Just want to double check because I have no idea. This is my first time. Cool. Right, well, let's get started. Just a chill stream. Not sure how long I'll be streaming for. Maybe do it for like 50 minutes or so. This is like a tester. But yeah. The little avatar is my dog, Kuma, who's a Pomchi. He's sat with me right now. I'm new to all this kind of streaming business. And whilst I've had a bit of a background in YouTube, I've mainly stayed in the background. Just kind of chilling, you know, helping out and stuff. Never really been a focus of mine. But you know what? With all the Pokemon games that have come out recently, like ZA and Fire Red Leaf Green, these re-releases, and even Gale Darkness, it's like, hey, I kind of want to play those again. I've done a bit of a basic like streaming layout just to, you know, get things up and running. He's just setting up all these sentences for this is effort, man. I didn't realise it was so difficult. I don't know why I clicked that. Oops. Just think about what Pokemon I'd want ideally on a dream team. I mean, realistically, I like all the stars from Kanto. I guess if I was to pick, I'm a bit more of a stan for Bulbasaur and Charmander than I am Squirtle, but I don't mind Squirtle. Squirtle's certainly not a bad choice. Like the shiny sprite in this game is especially vibrant, so it's quite nice. I got this when it released last month, I think. So I've just been doing resets, just like every now and then, when I've got time. Like after busy days and stuff, so I usually did them on the treadmill, but today I just thought, bugger it, let's stream some. I'm not particularly nervous about streaming or anything like that. The main thing is like having chats and stuff, like having to think on your feet for answers and all that sort of stuff. But I suppose if it's like normal conversation, then it's going to be pretty easy, just vibing and chilling. So I'm considering starting a new save file, actually called Kuma, but I'd still probably play as the girl, despite drawing Kuma with the guy's hat. But in terms of like the current names, Lottie's my name, and the rival is my partner, Kez. Actually kind of fun working out how to do all of this, because I've never actually done it myself. Obviously I've been somewhat related to YouTube and things like that in my past, but I was never like the forefront of it. Just kind of like a producer, kind of director kind of type. So the idea masterminds. Oof, definitely not an adamant one. Ooh, I did not need to try and nickname that. So I have actually done resets for the shiny Hoenn starters on cartridge. I actually finished that earlier on this year. So I do actually have the cartridge versions of those shinies, but shinies in this game, it works out a little bit differently on how they're generated. So obviously the seeding works correctly in these games, making even RNG manips kind of difficult, because I was originally going to do that. But man, hitting like 2 perfect frames or 3, yeah, it's a bit much. I'm no fighting game master. Kuma hopping up. But yeah, like I was saying, the Pokemon on these ones are actually generated when it says, oh, this Pokemon looks quite energetic. So yeah, that's a little different to basically the Hoenn starters that are generated on click when you select the picture. You know, when you say you're going to take this Pokemon, yes, no, that's when they're generated, and that's a lot quicker, I think, in terms of a reset. Impishu. It's actually kind of funny because I doodled this little picture of Kuma before I cut his hair off recently, so he's not as poofy as this anymore. Not a poofy lad. He's had a bit of a spot of hay fever today as well. We both suffer from it. Goddamn plants. Tim is nice. But that little guy isn't green, or greener than usual. I think what the stream needs a little bit more of is like, I've not looked completely into this, but like probably a reset counter, and also probably like a fire red border or something, just to give it a bit of colour so it's not just black. I mean, obviously I've got the Kuma kind of face and the Pokeballs once we actually get schmoving, but ooh, that'll be good. At the moment it's obviously not as vibrant as it could be. Yeah, so I'm considering obviously resetting the save file again with like the name Kuma. But I do quite like this ID number, and one of them weird types like that. Or kind of like a nice ID number. Especially like it when it's like ends on a 0 or a 5. I don't know, something about it just makes my brain go brrr. It's kind of funny because obviously I had to get a capture card for this like set up to record the Switch, and half the time I'm not even like watching the actual game screen, I'm just watching the stream itself. So it's like having an extra screen on but not actually using it. Just a weird thought. Maybe there's a way to like kind of like just kind of reduce all the noise, all the lights, all that sort of stuff. I definitely need to get a better mic, but that can wait for now. Obviously I'm just kind of testing this and just seeing what I can put out there, really. Ooh, timid. Obviously I'd like to get some like hype moments, but shiny odds is obviously kind of crazy in this game. I think in my lifetime I've only found like a handful of shinies in Fire Red and Leaf Green. On my physical like Leaf Green, back in the day, I used to play it on the bus to school, and I remember being so like hyped because I was in Cerulean Cave and a shiny electrode obviously zoomed across my screen, and I was like in the middle of the bus, like dopey morning, all that sort of stuff, and I was like frantically trying to work out mentally if they knew self-destruct at that level, and I think they did. So I was like so nervous of like messing it up and all that sort of stuff, and it was like before, you know, like internet stuff were like commonly available on your phone, so like I had to kind of like mentally try and remember Electrode's level up moveset. But yeah, like even that, I like still remember that shiny. It was like so vibrant. I think that was like one of the big benefits of this game. Like a lot of like the Kanto Pokemon kind of had their best sprites to that date. Yeah, so I mean, I'm still like a Gen 3 stan anyway, but yeah. There are so many sprites I love in like all of the Gen 3 games. I don't know if I still have that Electrode. It might be on my bank or something. I'd have to see. It might even still be on the cartridge, actually. I might have not even taken it off. Because I'm sure I caught it. I think I didn't actually catch it until, like, I got into IT class. And was like, let's double check, see if it's got self-destruct. Ooh, another girl. Oh, the double reset. The fabled resets. I think like the thing about wearing a headset whilst recording is that like you can't really tell how loud you're gonna be. So I have no clue if I'm like shouting and my partner can just hear me, or if I'm actually just quite quiet. I suppose maybe the ear like pod kind of setup's probably ideal. Headphone, well not headphones but earphones. So I tend to wear a Logitech headset. I've just kind of been I don't know, they're just really comfy. Hashtag not sponsored, lol. I can certainly see how like streaming. Ooh, another animate one. I wonder if I'm getting like the same ones now. I can certainly see how like streaming is quite overwhelming because like even just setting all this up, I was like, what the hell is a stream key? Like I don't know. And then you gotta like re-sign into your all your accounts and all this jazz. Serious. Timid Destiny. Yeah, I think for like my next setup, I'll figure out like plopping on a background and maybe some text and stuff. Obviously I know how to put like images and stuff on the layout. That's not really a problem. We'll be doing it live, that's kind of like the issue. But yeah, it should be chill. But I'd love to just actually start playing this game. Mum in the house is like literally waiting for me to leave, and I'm like, I can't. My green dinosaur toad thing doesn't shine. Ooh, another girl. It's like when I was originally like resetting on the treadmill. I'd be like, oh, if I get a female modest or a female timid, I'll get going, and then I'd just get it, and I'd be like, maybe it'll shine if I say maybe if I get a shiny. The standard shiny kind of like baiting yourself into it, kind of like luck grind. Probably stream for another 10 minutes. Obviously this is just more of a test, if anything, just see how the vibe is. Obviously I know you meant to stream for a lot longer, but I mean, well, I live in the UK, so it's 7:30 now at night. I'm just trying to get some resets in. Obviously I've been playing champions as well, so I think my daily resets will be in for there. I haven't got too far yet. I was mainly thinking about whether or not I'm gonna like free to play it console or mainly use like just the recruit Pokemon, obviously, that you get at the beginning and stuff like that. And I've been running a Sun team, but I've been having certain issues with like certain Pokemon, mainly like grass types. So like Venusaur has been an issue, ironically, considering I was resetting for a shiny Bulbasaur. I've not gone against a Mega Meganium, but I'd imagine that would be a bit of an issue as well. Like, he's so bulky, obviously so strong, and his ability will, you know, he can just solar beam through the sandstorm anyway and not care. I was considering adding a Mega Chikorita, Mega Meganium even, not Mega Chikorita, Jesus Christ. So I've been running, I did run Mega Aggron, because I love Aggron, Aggron's my goat. But then I started running Excadrill to be optimal, I guess. But honestly, it's not been that great. I don't know. I thought it was going to be kind of like Omega busted, but he doesn't really hit hard enough. He's still really frail. So, I mean, obviously Ground Steel's kind of a nice type, but it's not the best typing. Obviously, gets a nice SPDF increase with. Obviously, I've been running Tyranitar, obviously, for his on team, so I know I could run Hippowdon, but I mean, Tyranitar is just cool as heck, so I just like a lot of the dinosaur-looking Pokemon, like a tree boy. Like, there are a few cute ones that I do like Arcanine and stuff like that. But yeah, I just love dinosaur pokes, to be honest. But Aggron's definitely up there for one of my all-time favourites. Because I considered, like, putting my shiny Aggron from, I think it was my Black 2 save. It's in home. I was considering putting it on Champions, but I got an Aggron in the first, like, round of Pokemon that you get in the game, along with Tyranitar, so it was kind of goated, really. So I was running Mega Aggron with Tyranitar, and honestly, that was kind of stomping. Like, if you were against a physical team, which obviously a lot of Pokemon in Champions are, you just kind of, like, walled them and then kicked their ass after. I've always had a soft spot for Aggron, to be fair, though. And then obviously he gets his SPDF increase as well because you're chilling with Tyranitar, you bro. I added a Primarina to the rain team, and it's been really useful, but I hate the fact that it takes chip damage. So it is really just kind of like there to be a special attack option. Oh, the dog's farting at me. Thank you, Kuma. I was told by Kuma. Thanks. Yeah, I'll definitely look into, obviously, getting a new headset and stuff like that as well. Maybe not a new headset, actually. Maybe just the microphone will do. I just need to work with earphones, I guess, so I can actually hear stuff. I don't even know how many resets I've done over the course of this session. I'm not particularly the fastest at it. I get quite lax with it when I'm doing it. Like, I'll misclick quite a lot and stuff like that. Like, accidentally try and nickname it and all that jazz. Maybe I should have just done the resets on the Joy-Con, but I've been using my Malzino Pro Controller. Yes, I am a big Monster Hunter fan as well. Always have been since it released into like 2004, 2005. I'd love to stream some of that as well, to be fair. I love Monster Hunter. I'm actually working on a little Kuma overlay as well for Monster Hunter. I think what I'll kind of do is kind of theme him to the game. Just so it kind of like matches the vibe and stuff. I don't think I'll be able to stream Wilds, probably not, I don't know. My PC, like, it can run it, but I think streaming's probably gonna be a bit much, maybe. I can always do a demo and just see. I think what's nice as well for the shinies on this particular game is like the actual like summary screens are different colour as well. So like even for the shinies that are like slightly different. I mean, it's not really an issue in Gen 3, but obviously they get a lot desaturated as the games go on. But if there is any like that, I can't think of any at the top of my head. You can just kind of look at the border and go, nope, okay. I'll have to give it some thought about what exactly the team comp will be. I know it's like a dream team kind of quest, but honestly, I've played through the Kanto games so much in my life. I genuinely think I've used like every Pokemon, like fully evolved. Like I don't think I've really played like with just pre-evolutions, but that's what I was saying. Like before, I just accidentally press the wrong button sometimes. I think this will be the last reset, and then I will go flying. Not a clue how many I've resetted, but I'll definitely look into the layout and tweaking that. Bulbasaur 1000 and something over there. Ooh. Could you be the one? No. Right then, well, appreciate you guys watching, and yeah, I'll be streaming some other time in the week. I've not really decided like a schedule or anything like that. I'm just pretty new to it. It's just more so when I've got time and when I feel like it and stuff. But yeah, thanks a lot.